Today we will be talking about database updates. Okay, so how would you write some data into your application? Okay, so we'll talk about that, DB updates. So definitely one thing is through your activities, right? And the second one is through your data pages. So we'll talk about savable data pages as well. So we'll be talking about these things. We'll talk about database updates and of course the read and write options to a database as well. So the first, so should we see the activity first? So let us see some related methods and then we'll go with the savable data page. Okay. So I think we already have a couple of activities, but let us do one thing. Okay. So let us go to the data types one. We'll see. Okay, like for example, I think we have student data. Okay, so do we have some sample data on the student? Okay, now let's do one thing. So I think, yeah, we have some sample data on it. Now let us create an activity where I would like to write some data onto this student records. Okay, so the retrieval we have seen obj open. So yes, now we will see the write option, right? How would you write data or update some data onto this student records? Okay. So in general, like I have like 1,000 records on my table and I have to update one. How will I do that? So if we try to break it down, it would be like the first thing is you identify the record which you are trying to update. So I should first open or point out onto that specific record using the primary key. Open the instance or open the record with primary key. Okay. So I found the record. Then what should I do? So I should update my data. Okay? So you will set the details or you will update it. Okay. Update or set the values. Okay. Nice. And what could be the next step once you update it? You save that instance or you save the record. So that's what we do, right? Now the same 3 steps I would like to have in my activity as well. Okay? So in order to update a record, let's see, what do I have on the records? Do I have some data here? Okay, fair enough. Now let me put in an activity. I think there's my act and my act 1. We can use these rather than creating one more new one. Okay, now I don't need any log messages. Now the first step is I have to point to that particular instance, or I have to open that instance, for which I'm using a obj open method. So there's a method called obj open. Okay. Now when I look at the method parameters, on what basis should I open this record for you? Yes, I have to give the primary key, correct? Okay. So the primary key for student is what? Is the SID. Okay. But do I see SID here? The context is work dash recruitment, but my SID is part of student. So what should I do? So I'll just name this as my page, and this would be your data class where your SID is available. So this is your HRS data dash student. Okay, let me save it. And on the my step page, I'm going to use my page. And the SID is an integer. Okay. Now my step page is going to be my page. So once my context changes to my page, I'll be able to see that here the class will represent as data dash student. Here I see it as work dash recruitment. This is something that should be passed from the user, because I would like to give in the data, as in which record he wants to update. This is update. Let's go to page and classes. Student. Oh, this is still a long message. Okay. Now the property name I would like to use here is SID. Okay. So now what do I see here is instead of work dash recruitment, I see data dash student. Correct? So SID. And this could be ideally we should not hard code it. Instead, this has to come from the user. So I'm going to use a primary dot. Do I have anything on the first screen? Yeah, I would like to collect this information from the user, the student ID. Or for now, let us just hard code it for a moment. Once it's fine, then we'll collect this dynamically from the user. So my SID is set to 101. So I am handling a record of 101 student. I would also like to lock the instance. So lock will enable lock on this particular instance for this operator. So other operators, if they're trying to manipulate the same record, they will not be able to do it. So you have acquired a lock on this instance of record 101. Still saving. Right. Still saving. So maybe once this is, once I this record, so what would be the next step for me? That I have to set it, correct? So I would be using a property set for updating. So now to get this saved. I think I'll just reload the instance once. It's not allowing to close also. And also to reopen the instance on the browser. We'll see for a couple of minutes. Give me a Let's do one thing. We'll pause it here. Maybe we'll reconnect tomorrow for this part again, for the database updates again.